Alright folks, welcome back to another episode of my Feed the Beast Let's Play. As you can see, I finally put the roof in. I just had to go with some sandstone. Just a nice little design, all chisel blocks. I made a walkway, nothing major. It's all cobblestone, just different types of the chisel. I'm gonna put a nether portal here, and I'm gonna do something right now to put here. What I'm doing is a Tinker's Construct smeltery. Now, I know I don't have anything else set up for Tinker's Construct, but we'll get there. First thing you're going to need is a smeltery controller. You will need a, let's see if I remember how to do this correctly. I like to do a casting basin and a casting table. The other thing you will need is a, let's see if I remember how to do this correctly off the top of my head. Or is it the other way? Let's see. You'll need smeltery drains. I usually go with 2. You can do more. It's not necessary. I think it's and a piece of glass gives you the tank. Now those are the things you are required. For the drains you will need these 2 seared faucets. Real simple. Everything else is just, you can add extra tanks, you can add extra drains. I think you'd only have 1 smeltery though. You really wouldn't need another one. Blocks, you will need a few of those, bare minimum. I'm pretty sure I have over the bare minimum, but we're gonna find out here in a minute. You'll need something like this. You'll need a small space cleared out. You need a 3x3, which is the base, and then you'll need to put the walls in. I screwed up there. The middle needs to be clear. Put the walls in just like that. I'm gonna replace these with the drains. That's where I like putting my drains personally, which are here and here. And then the way I usually set mine up is I put a smelter controller there, and I put a tank on this side. Now, there's a different type of block you can replace the bricks. It just lets you see inside of it. I don't really use those because it costs glass, and at this point in the game, glass is not easy. Now, it doesn't have to have a second layer. The more layers you add, the more blocks you can put in. I think the more it holds. That's about as high as I can go with this setup. I'm going to remove these because they are going to be in my way. I didn't plan as well as I thought I did. I'm going to tear these out and replace these with nice little additions there. And in one I will put my casting basin, and in the other I will put my casting table, and then I'll put my basin. Now, the way this works is you'll need lava. You'll need to put input lava into the sear tank, and then you put ore. One per thing. It'll only let you put 1 at a time. It'll smelt the ores down and let you make tools, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Actually, I need to put the faucets on here. I'll get into that when I actually have some stuff to make. But until then, let's get the other stuff out of the way that I need to do for Tinker's Construct. So, what we'll need, I don't have the wood. We'll get into that in a minute. I thought I had more wood. The other thing I want to do is, I want to get some very, very bare bones power, for Tinker's Construct. Let me put this away. Those are important. Let's see, put these away. I'll sort it out later. What we're going to need, what did I put up there? Our copper, tin, iron. I think we might need some silver. I might have not smelted that up, but we'll get to that. It'll come. I won't need a lot if I do, so I'll just make 6. Alright. So what we're going to make now, I need redstone. I don't need that much. What we're going to be doing, we're going to do a steam dynamo first. Steam dynamo. It's redstone transmission coil, 3 copper ingots, 2 copper gears, and a piece of redstone. Not too pricey. So for the transmission coil, you need a piece of that specific transmission coil. You need a piece of silver and 2 pieces of redstone. That gets you that. And for the rest of it, you need copper gears. I like using these over the others because the thermal expansion ones they have less steps. It's iron and copper instead of sticks, then cobble around the wood gear, then iron around, so on and so forth. So I like doing it this way, and I need another one of those. and there we go. And simple. Simple, and I'm already screwing it up. Look at that. And oh, once again, already screwing up. Now we have our steam dynamo. Next thing I'm gonna make is a pulverizer. Pulverizer is a little more complicated, and I don't know if I can make the piston, unfortunately. I didn't prepare as well as I thought I did. I can just barely make the piston. Look at that. Alright. We'll need to make a piston, which is basic Minecraft. If you don't know how to do this, well, play regular Minecraft before you play modded Minecraft. Other than that, we will need a machine frame, which is... Why didn't that work? There we go. Here I am talking about people playing. I keep hitting shift click because I've been playing with applied logistics, and I'm not used to doing this another way. Do I have any? Did I smell some gold? Could have swore I smelled some gold. There we go. Alright, we need 4 pieces of glass, piece of gold, 4 pieces of iron, and that'll get us that. We're gonna make another one of those because I will need 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom. Then we will need 2 pieces of flint. 1, 2. So we go. Do I need anything else? Yeah, I need copper gears. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna make the rest of these. I need 2 more pieces of I'm gonna need 2 more pieces of copper, it seems. I didn't do as many as I thought I did. Let's get that out of here. Well, I'm just derping it up today, Anna. 2 more pieces, and we will smelt those with that. In the meantime, we'll get this pulverizer out of the way. I believe it's this. Alright. Nope, it's down 1 more. Down 1 more. 2 pieces of flint. And I've already failed again. I need a transmission coil, or reception coil in this case. Let's go ahead. There we go. And I had the stuff in that inventory to do that, so it did it the way I wanted to do it the first time. Alright. Now, let's go back to this. Let's see if I can get the copper. No. There we go. And we make 2. Now I need a furnace, which will be the redstone furnace, which I will need 2 bricks, another machine frame, 2 more copper gears, another reception coil, and a piece of redstone. Thankfully I already have that. Let's see, I need a reception coil again. Should have made 2 of those. And we will not do it that way. We'll do it this way. And we got our redstone furnace. Alright. Now let's see if I can make a lead stone conduit. Yes, can. That's 2 pieces, a piece of glass, 6 pieces of redstone, and 2 pieces of lead. So 2 pieces of lead. Was it? Oh, let's do it this way. Okay, maybe not. So it's 2 pieces of lead and a piece of glass. That's because that's tin, not lead. Derp. Let's see. Let's try that again. There we go. We'll make just one of those. I don't need a whole lot. Just enough to get me going. Now that's your power cords for thermal expansion. These are the basic ones. 80 RF tick. Nothing fancy. I'm not gonna make a energy cell. It's nice, but I plan on upgrading quicker than what this would allow. What else would I need? An aqueous accumulator. This thing is nifty. So 10 gears, glass, another machine frame, a bucket, and a pneumatic servo. We're gonna go ahead and make one of those. We're gonna make our gears. We're going to make the machine frame. Well, maybe not. There we go. We're gonna make the machine frame, and we're going to make the bucket. And then we can just, maybe not. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing a piece of glass, ain't I? Ah, I thought I made enough of that. Let's try this one more time. Let's cut that in half. Sorry about the wait. Like I said, inexperienced at this. There we go. Now let's try that again. There we go. Now we have our aqueous accumulator. Now the way this works is I'm going to tear out this part of the wall. And yes, so for some reason the chisel wood blocks break better with pickaxes. It's annoying, I know. Actually, I need a flow duct too, which means I will need more copper. I have to go mining again. I didn't mine enough copper. I was mining lower levels because I needed iron more than I needed anything else. So let's get that going. In the meantime, we'll set this stuff up. All right, you need 2 things of water. So we get another drop of water here. Oh great, got a skeleton chasing me. Close the door. Second drop of water, and you place the aqueous accumulator in the middle. Now it will automatically do what it needs to do. It requires no power source or anything like that. It outputs water automatically. You don't have to do anything else. I'm gonna go ahead and fix the back end of this, make it look a little better. Let's see, one, 2, 3, and we'll do that in a minute. We'll fix this one. I don't have my chisel. No, I do have my chisel. I mean, never mind. We'll do it right now. We'll make another one of those. 59 of those, rather. And now it looks a little better. Not perfect, but we're not here for aesthetics anymore. We'll fix. I might make it look better off camera. I need fluid duct, which it should be. Yep, 2 pieces of copper and a piece of lead makes you 6 fluid ducts. Which, if I do it that way, and put this here, not what I wanted to do. I can fix that though. What I'll need a hammer anyway, so let's make a crescent hammer. The crescent hammer is right here. It's a piece of tin and 3 pieces of iron. So let's go ahead over here and make one of those, so we can flip this thing. Let's try this. There we go. Okay, now it's hooked into my, actually, that might not be a bad, thing. Actually, we do need to hook to the line here. I'll make it look prettier later. But, to do that, you'll need to hook it to it needs to be facing it. At least it used to. I'm sure it still does because the way it connects there. Just go ahead and put your pulverizer on one side and your redstone furnace on the other side, and supply this thing with a piece of coal or some pieces of coal. Let's go ahead and let's give it 19. It should give us enough power to go. Now the aqueous accumulator works just like a water source block, 2 on the side. It pumps water infinitely with no power, which gives this thing water to burn to turn into steam. Steam power goes into these. They have their own little internal storage, not much, but enough to do what we need to do. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my configuration of this pulverizer, and I'm going to set the output to orange. What that means is when I let's take this copper. Since I'm running low on copper, we'll stick that in here. Since I took this copper, it's going to pulverize this copper, just like if you've played Industrial Craft 2 or any other industry type mod. It's going to turn it into 2 dusts, and those dusts, it doubles your ore. Now, what this does, the orange output, it outputs to the thing next to it, which means it automatically outputs to our furnace. So I ain't got to click. It just does it for me automatically. It's really nice, really useful. Let's do some iron. Let's get some iron going. And now we have some basic ore processing. I'm gonna stick this in here, and I'm gonna stick this in there. I'm gonna stick my crescent hammer, my tools, and we're gonna resort our inventory. I'll put those in the right chest off camera. I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me play with my inventory the whole game. Alright, I'm gonna go gather some wood real fast, and I will be right back. Okay, I've returned. I've gathered some wood and a couple of other things to get me started here. I went ahead and gathered a little bit of lava to put in here because we're going to be using this here shortly. What I'm going to do now is making the various tables you need for Tinker's Construct. You'll need a few of these blank patterns. I'm going to go ahead and make about 25. Probably more than I'll ever need. I'll make 23, never mind. Probably more than I'll ever need or use, but I like having extras. So the first thing you want, sorry about the squeaky chair, is a stencil table. The second thing you will want is a part builder, and the last thing you will want is a tool station. Now what these do is it helps you make your Tinker's Construct tools. I think I have enough stuff to do something else, which I have to do. Let's get this, and let's take my iron out of here. You will have to clear your furnace out to smelt the second stack, but I will need 4 of these. You need 4 iron blocks, and you take 4 iron blocks, like so, 3 smeltery bricks, or seared bricks rather, and your tool station, and you make tool forge, which you need to make metal tools. We're going to put these here, here, and here. Now, the stencil table, you put the stencils in, and you make different things. Now, I'm going to go straight into a hammer. So, you'll need, for a hammer, you need a tough rod, large plate, and the hammerhead, which is that. Now, a hammer requires 28 materials, I believe. It's two large plates, which is 16, 24, and 27. Maybe it's 27. What I'm going to do is I need some coal for this. If you take 4 pieces of coal, which I'm going to take, you need 8, I believe. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close enough. Need steel dust. This is the easiest way I've found to get steel. We're gonna go ahead and throw these in here, throw these in here, and throw these in there. Now, what the copper and the aluminum are for is to make aluminum brass, which you need to make the casts. The steel is going to be for the actual head of the hammer. Let's go ahead and drop this iron off. I might be able to do, I'm considering doing a full metal thing instead of using wood. Actually, no, I can't use bindings. Do obsidian. I don't have a lot of obsidian. Let's go ahead and build the portal frame real fast so I can see how much obsidian I'm gonna need for this. That should be 4 wide. I've screwed this up. I'll fix it here in a little bit. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It says 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll just build this cross like that, and that's our portal. We'll lower this side. We'll move this side in. Until then, let's see. I need 2. I'm gonna need 2 enchanting tables, which leaves me with. Oh, damn it. Leaves me with 13 obsidian. Does not leave me enough to do what I wanted to do. I could always gather more obsidian, I suppose. Alright. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to use our part builder. We're going to make 2 obsidian plates, if I'm not mistaken. Give me 89 base durability. Not sure that's good. Let's see what iron will give us. Should be under materials and you. Skip all the way to Full tool deliverability is 325, so that would be better. Go away. Oh crap! I don't have a sword. This one just needs a pickaxe here. And there he goes. Guess we'll just use the iron. Might be able to, actually I could probably do a whole steel too. I think I have enough stuff for that. Which would mean I would need. I've already put 8 in there. Means I would need 20 more. I might not have enough coal for that. No I don't. So we'll just go ahead and stick with the iron. Where did I put that iron? Oh, it's in here. We'll just stick with the iron. Let's go ahead and put 20 pieces of iron in there, and we'll just make the rest of the tool out of iron. Go ahead and those should all be done. Let's go to bed real fast and sleep this night off. I'm doing this stuff without even thinking about it. Alright. Let's get back out here and actually we're going to need to do something else before we can start doing that. We're going to need some of this, and we're going to need a part builder. We're going to have to make a stone plate, a stone hammerhead, and a stone tough rod. Alright, after that we're going to put these in here. I'll make a pattern chest later. If you pattern chest, you can stick it behind your stencil table and it'll have the patterns in it for you. But I'll do that in a minute. Stick those there, that there, and probably back in here. Alright. Now my inventory is a little less cluttered. Now what we need to do is we need to make casts for all of these. To do that, you're going to put it in this table here. Make sure your molten aluminum is on the bottom, and drain it by right clicking on the faucet, and that makes us a cast. You only need one. It's reusable, and you make one for each part that you want to make out of metal. So for this we are going to need all parts. Just three of them though, and you put them back in and you make them out of the stuff you want. So we're going to make the plates out of iron. Now, like I said, you can add more casting tables to make this a little faster if you so desire. There's a way to automate this. I'm not sure exactly how it's using redstone, and I'm not the best redstone person in the world. I'm sure there's tutorials out there. I'll probably look one up eventually. If you feel like doing it, you're more than welcome to. This is a good way to double your ore, if not slower than that up there. But it doesn't require anything but lava, and lava is pretty plentiful if you know your way around the mods. We're gonna need a... Oh, nope, we don't want that. We need iron rod. Where you at? Oh, you're over there in the water. Yeah. And last but not least, we will need a steel hammerhead. Now, make sure my steel is highlighted and drain it out. And any day now. Any day now. I guess we're gonna take care of this before it finishes, because he's gonna come knock out my door. And I'm done. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take that zombie meat. The reason why I gather zombie meat is because I plan on using it for fertilized dirt later. And once again, we'll put these in a chest on their own later. I just don't have it set up yet, so we'll just stick them in here. These parts, these stone parts, you don't have to keep them once you have the casting. I don't make anything out of basic materials that you would need to do. So I see no point in keeping them. Alright, now we have all the pieces. We can click on hammer. Now you need a tool forge to make the bigger items. Hammer, the lumber axe, the excavator, so on and so forth. The basic tools, you can just use the regular one. If you don't feel like upgrading your tools yet, or don't feel like wasting the iron, it's pretty simple to make a pickaxe with the smeltery and all that. But I like the hammers, so I usually upgrade just straight into a hammer. Both plates and a thing, and that'll give me my hammer. Now you can name it. I don't know what I want to name this thing. Let's see. Let's name it Smashy. And we have Smashy the hammer. Now, what the hammer does, and there's ways to make this better, and I will show you how to do that in just a second. Let's see. Let's go over here, and I will show you what this thing does. Now I like these things. They're a little slower than pickaxes. Oh, he drew off the fish. They're a little slower than pickaxes, but it's worth it. it does a 3x3, depending on the block facing. So if I do it this way, it's going to do it downward. Like I said, a little slower. There's ways to speed it up, and I'll show you that when I get the stuff to do it. I probably won't do it on this pickaxe, or hammer rather, simply because there's different modifications you can add to it because you can enchant these. Basically, what you take is if you take lapis, and it's 500 pieces of lapis, so it's pretty hefty. And you put this here, and you put your lapis in these two spots, and gives it in fortune. Redstone gives it speed, so on and so forth. It's in these books here. But as you can see over here, it says modifiers remaining 3 on the right. That's how many times you can add modifiers. So I think fortune 3 only takes up 1 modifier, but every level of speed takes up a single modifier. So speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, so on and so forth. And they sometimes can affect your mining speed. The modifier I like putting on my things most is this. Now this is the easy way to get this. Normally you would have to find a dungeon, but thankfully with chisel you can make mossy stone bricks. Just using chisel instead of having to find them. Now I'm gonna put this, make balls of moss by lining these up like so. And then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to take that, and wham, wham, and wham. Now I took up all 3 modifiers to add auto repair 3 on this. It repairs faster in daylight, so if you're outside it'll repair itself faster, so long as you don't break it all the way. If you break it all the way, you have to put it in the tool forge and repair it with iron. And that's the advantage of the Tinker's Construct tools. They don't fully break. They don't disappear when you break them. You just have to put them in here and repair them. But yeah, that's the basics of Tinker's Construct. Really useful for tools. I pretty much don't use anything else. I'll keep the pickaxes for precision for now, but I won't be using them much longer. The next thing I'm going to do, the reason I chose steel over anything else is because the best materials to make tools out of are in the nether. But they require steel, they require alumite, which is an alloy. Let's click this, I'll show you. Alumite, which is an alloy, which mining level 4 is cobalt, which is the second best material for Tinker's Construct. But steel, which is not added normally by Tinker's Construct, if I'm not mistaken, is just as good. It might mine a little slower or something like that, but it's easier to make. It requires less materials. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's about the same speed, but yeah, it's easier to make. Like other ways to increase there's ways to increase modifiers rather. Paper bindings give you an extra modifier. Thaumium tool rods from Thaumcraft. Using Thaumium from Thaumcraft to make a tool rod, you can give an extra modifier. Another star will give an extra modifier, and a gold brick and a diamond in the tool forge will give it an extra modifier. So you can add a decent amount of modifiers if you build your tools correctly. I don't have access to many of those, so I didn't put it on this thing, and I wouldn't waste the materials on it anyway, because I plan on replacing it fairly soon. Another useful thing, I'll show you. I'll make one of those. I'm not going to make it out of anything important, just real quick. And so to make that, we're going to need. All right, we're going to need a tough rod. We will need a broad axe head. We will need a tough binding, and we already have the other two, or the other thing we need right here. So we put that in our part builder. We already made the tough rod, so let's exchange that out and make the broad axe head. Exchange that out, make the large plate. I should have kept that plate actually. I didn't plan on making this, but I figured for the sake of the video I would. Because I plan on making it out of something better, but I really don't need to make it out of anything better. Take this. I hate it when I do that. Let's try that again. Take that, and that. Make a stone lumber axe. Nothing fancy. It won't last very long. I will upgrade it later. I might just make one out of obsidian later. Let's go ahead and give it 3 repair things. I generally put this on everything. I don't always add 3, but I always at least put 1. You can use thermal expansion flux capacitors to give it power source. That'll take the place of it, but it's not as useful in my opinion. Like, it doesn't last as long as like the durability of a tool will last longer than the charge of the capacitor on it, I find. So I just end up using moss to keep the durability up. I find that late game I don't use my tools enough that it really matters. So because I have quarries doing everything, things like that. The only thing I ever use this for is chopping down trees. And I'll show you why it's so good to make one of these. And there it goes. It does a 3x3, chops down the whole tree. That's why most of Feed the Beast packs don't run Tree Capitator. You've probably wondered why. Some people are like, oh, it's overpowered. I've never thought it was overpowered. It's not hard to get wood, it's just tedious. This makes it easier, even for people without Tree Capitator. So, I'm not sure if it works on I think it works on the big ones. Those. I'll have to test it out later. I might not do it on camera because it will lag the crap out of you. I've done it with Tree Capitator, but yeah, that's the basics of Tinker's Construct. You can make some really advanced tools. I'm not a pro at it. I know my way around it, but I'm no master of the tool making. Some people are. Some people can make really fancy tools. Like if you do Ardite, and if you want the fastest tool, you make an Ardite tool with a flux capacitor. Mine the Ardite down to 1 and just keep it charged. It don't last very long, but it mines fast as hell. Things like that. I generally go for a little less speed and a little more longevity. Let's go ahead and put those in there and that in there. And keep it sorted. I miss AE. But yeah, that's the basics. I think next time we'll try to go into the nether and see if we can get some cobalt and ardite. We're going to take a detour off the thermal expansion and get some decent tools before we keep mining. I'll fix this off camera right after I quit recording. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.